Hello, my name is Matthew Franks, and today I'm going to talk to you about personal genomics. This is the study of your DNA using at-home testing kits. I'll walk through how the process works, what kind of information it provides, and explore both the benefits and concerns that come with it. So, what is personal genomics? Personal genomics is the study and analysis of an individual's DNA to provide information about their ancestry, traits, and potential health risks. It has become really popular in recent years. Companies like 23andMe allow people to test their DNA at home and learn about their ancestry and health. These tests are easy to use and relatively affordable, which has made them widely accessible. In this presentation, I'll explain how these tests work, what they reveal, and discuss both the advantages and some of the potential risks involved. So now that we've gone over the purpose, we're going to dive a little bit deeper and talk about DNA basics. DNA is the genetic material found in all living cells. According to the National Human Genome Research Institute, or NHGRI, DNA contains the instructions that control how our bodies develop and function. They also determine our traits, such as eye color, height, and even certain health risks. These instructions are organized into genes, which act like a blueprint for building proteins that carry out important functions in the body. So, in order for us to understand how DNA works, we will use something called central dogma. This describes how information flows from DNA to RNA to protein. First, the DNA is transcribed into RNA, and then RNA is translated into proteins. This is explained by the NHGRI. This process allows genetic information to be expressed as traits. Proteins produced through this process are responsible for everything from physical characteristics to how our bodies respond to different conditions. So how do we get this information? Let's talk about how the data is collected. Personal genomic testing usually starts with a simple saliva sample. As explained by 23andMe, the DNA is extracted and analyzed to identify genetic markers. Scientists use techniques like genotyping or sequencing and then compare the results to a large genetic database. This comparison helps identify patterns and generate personalized reports. These tests can provide several types of information. According to 23andMe, users can learn about their ancestry, including where their family originated from. They can also receive information about potential health risks, physical traits, and how their bodies may respond to certain medications. This is known as pharmacogenomics, and also the likelihood of developing certain diseases. So now we'll discuss why these tests and the information is important. Going over first some of the advantages. There are several advantages to personal genomics. The Mayo Clinic notes that the genetic testing can help individuals better understand potential health risks, while providing easy and affordable access to genetic information that used to be only available through medical professionals. This information can encourage people to make healthier lifestyle choices and take preventative measures. It also allows individuals to explore their ancestry and better understand their identity. However, despite all the benefits, there are also some disadvantages. According to the Mayo Clinic, results can sometimes be confusing or misleading. Without proper guidance, people may misinterpret the results or become anxious about potential health risks. Results are not always completely accurate, and there are also concerns about how this sensitive information may be used or shared. And that brings us to our next topic of social implications. Personal genomics also has broader effects on society. On the positive side, it can contribute to advances in personalized medicine and improve our understanding of genetic diseases. However, there are risks such as genetic discrimination. According to the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, genetic discrimination occurs when individuals are treated unfairly based on their DNA, such as hiring or employment decisions. There are laws in the United States that protect people from such discriminations, especially in areas like employment or insurance, when it comes to being at a higher risk for certain diseases. There is also the issue of people misunderstanding results without proper context. Another one of the biggest concerns is genome privacy. The NHGRI highlights the genetic data is highly personal and sensitive. There is a risk of data breaches, and some companies may store or share genetic information together. There has been at least one major data breach involving personal genomic companies. In 2023, 23andMe experienced a breach that exposed data from nearly 7 million users. While companies like Ancestry have not reported a breach at the same scale, the incident highlights the risk of storing sensitive genetic data. And this raises the important question about who owns and controls the data. Personally, I would consider taking a DNA test because it would be interesting to learn more about my health and ancestry. However, I would still have concerns about privacy and how my genetic information might be used or stored. Most people in my family who have done the at home test, when I talk to them, seem less concerned about the cons and pros and like having both the ancestry and health information. Overall, I think it's important to carefully weigh both the benefits and risks before deciding. So, in conclusion, personal genomics is a powerful and rapidly growing field that provides valuable insights into our DNA. While it offers many benefits such as increased health awareness and knowledge of ancestry ties, it also presents risks related to accuracy, privacy, and ethics. It is important for individuals to make informed decisions and understand both the advantages and potential consequences of accessing their genetic information. And this is just a list of all my references as seen below. Thank you for listening to my presentation on personal genomics.